And now the patch notes. Neutrals, Phoenix. Phoenix that comes back as an artifact the next round is 10 provisions. The card is dead because Karantir is no more, most likely. So, Living Armor, 10 provisions, and Nilfgaard will like Nilfgaard, and with those two scaling you might try to utilize something. All gears are 8s. You might see, yeah, Tumi asked, you can put one of those. I've already seen some piles with all gears. No unit piles. They are units. Go and add this 8 strength. Buffed Libby order, yeah. All geared. And they're kinda expensive though. So while providing you with a unit, they're hell of expensive. Yeah, and Iris. So yeah, and the armor. Living armor does not really fit into Skellige though, so debatable that it finds a place there. But Iris being cheaper, yeah. Some Draco Turtle friends are very happy. But yeah, Verrat, the deck that we've been jamming for the past 2 days, gets an amazing buff in provisions and power. Other than that, the deck is unchanged. Ice Troll. Ice baby is the one that is buffing self if you have fewer units than your opponent. So at the moment Kelly is playing hounds, and the hounds are, yeah, I don't have the monsters opened. The hounds start as a 4 if you have dominance. Istro starts as a 5 now if opponent has more units. It's definitely a consideration. There's definitely a consideration to add. So by the looks of it, Kelly is just not going anywhere. It may be not the card that it requires a lot, but something Kelly players won't mind as a consideration. They seem to act on the Purify double ability cards. So we see Queen of the Night, we see Ida getting change. So Succubus is 5 strength. It's kinda important, but I don't see that deck being better than AQ at the moment, and Kelly. But quite a nice change. I assume Verrat playable in V deck at 6 provisions. It can be. It can replace like 1 Barbie. It's not like you need to feed him, but if you really require, it's basically a slicer that does not require clicking. So if you have a leftover, let's say Night Raid, you are getting 2 extra points. Only problem is Willem can. Ah, yeah, true. Willem is there. Willem consistency is definitely not as big as if you are running an actual unit. Sheldon the Crab, thanks for the follow. Yeah, but those situations are limited to Haunt and you have a Neuromancer to pull it out. Now you have Haunt and Verrat, so it's double trouble, so yeah, maybe not then. Anti-Arcane, the portal target for monsters, is getting switched to 4 strength. The problem is that the portal is changed now. So it might be still suboptimal to play that. But maybe you play that, you play your Thrive units, and then a couple of bronzes. Somebody gonna try it. Queen of the Night, 3-in-1 provision. Uskerege Sucrus is a pirate now. I hate this buff. Like, I just hate the cards. So. And now, like, Sucrus Arnahat. Arnahat is like gaining 2 armor as big already. The Sucrus's pirate category is debatable. Arnahat getting a couple of extra points is plain. Yeah, sad. Darren is less expensive now, goes into the same mood as Ida and Queen, I suppose, but for unit movement. So Darren's ability now is just yeah, damage self, move a card to the graveyard. Another buff to Iced, let's go. Just play Iced round 1, not round 1, turn 1, and then start discarding. Who needs a Blaze of Glory? Is he a pirate? Nah, he's just a human friend. He is just a human friend. Geared Adrenaline is... I wouldn't overstate that it's broken, but yeah, the card becomes better and better. First AQ comes into the meta, and now it's Adrenaline 3. Bellahorn changed to 8, don't care about card, don't see that deck being playable unless big changes to an are happening. Ida for Vitality and Purify is 6p now. Yarpen is the one that damages, right? Yeah. Nilfgaard Slave Infantry. So it's probably made the way it is for Emir decks, right? The Slave Infantry with Emir being active allows you to like set up enemy units to once and steal. Besides the fact that you're playing your emissaries and informants. It potentially plays as a 9 for 5. It's broken. Skellige never had cards like that. Syndicate. It's a slap on the wrist. Like, you meet Piggy, you consider like your top end. As I mentioned yesterday, Paya was slamming Igni in Syndicate, so people do have free provisions up there. Like, you have Oniro and Bank, but you kinda like your Oniro, so maybe Oniro stays. Anyway, it's just a minimal change. Profit Libby order changed to 8. Insignificant most likely. Seasonal mode is working and changed. This is like true casino. Don't even hate that. Like, not everyone is jamming ladder to climb. So having something completely random at the start of your turn, transform all cards in your hand to random and increase 1 provision. It sounds fun. Not in a sense of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be playing that and I'm only gonna be playing that, but it's better to have those effects in the freaking seasonal mode than print Cosimo cards. 2 new reward books celebrating the new year in Gwent, 5 new trees in Master Mirror expansion. And yeah, effect on adrenaline. Now we'll probably get hide cards. I'm still not 100% sure that excommunication and whatnot gonna be working with it, because there was some problem with a syndicate card. I think it was XCOM a year ago, like not a year ago, but yeah, during the summer, that was revolving around the hide cards lacking. So I wonder if every card that shows your choice has the hide button now, but at least reverting what was there before would be an improvement. Hybrid buff, yeah, the card is still dead. Kahir, high number of Kahirs, so not only we trying to set up multiple Kahirs, but people got them into the game. And it bugged the game from time to time, and yeah. Discarding single card on devotion will lower counter by 2. I suppose it was related to Cambi effect that Ship was mentioning. Like, it was discarding for opponent, but counting that iteration for iced as well. And there you have it. Not much changes wise, especially with neutrals being like insignificant, but it's kind of expected after a big content drop, and 12 cards, like it or not, did switch the meta game a bit. I wouldn't expect projects to push another big content patch immediately after. So the year of Virat is getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new trees, but Oberon is crying somewhere in the corner. So we are getting the Pepega warning. It's not even Pepega warning. It's just the card is having adrenaline activated. So yeah, it just shows you that the card is actually triggering the adrenaline. So Vesemirs and the Witcher trio, they gonna be played at the correct times. Same goes for Colgrims. I'm not sure, like, do you show the... Yeah, you show that for Quen as well. Sure. And as you see in the video, yeah, the next turn, It's so funny. Any adrenaline Pegasus chat? Yeah. It's so funny that they decided to play all the cards front row just because of the Eskel, right? Yeah. Who needs Gezres? So then we're getting Riens. Riens, if you read the books, is a spy or like entity that is basically a Wilgeforce's puppet. I won't go into the details, but yeah. Rins is not a very nice dude. Yeah, let's put it that way. I'm not disappointed by the size, but I think those buffs, like Slave Infantry, are not big enough to be relevant. They're doing that almost every second patch though, buffing like some cards that do not have an archetype to support them. Then we're getting a new card back, and I guess it's Aura, right? I did expect them to change a couple of newly released cards though.